Hello and welcome. Today I'm gonna talk about friction. What does friction do to you? So, whenever you open your mobile or use your devices, there is an amount of friction. So, it is often that I get questions, why do you how are you doing well with technology and devices, and what devices should I get, and how do I get better using the devices, and etc., and this technology related questions. And the answer is simple. So you want to reduce the friction as most as possible. For example, I got this one. This the new uh, Samsung Ultra Tab S10 Tab. So it has a pen, and this is the latest device they've got, and this is amazing because it reduces the friction of the utilizing the writing instruments. So this is the newer version of it. What do I mean by friction? I mean, like, whenever you open your device, you are faced with a password, and then where's the button? So each of these elements add to the friction. Finding the on button and putting the password, and then choosing to the application, or just having the pen to write a note, to create a note. So this gives me a large amount of real estate to write on. So in friction we have we have two states. We have the let's say the state of flow. You want to be staying in this state, and we have the opposite of the flow, or the notification or interruptions. So the most important thing that you turn the notification off, and then be in the flow state. So what is the flow state, or what does the flow state consist of? So the flow state consists of a balance between what and what, between the challenges that you are facing, and between the your abilities. So you need to be in the same zone, or the flow state. To be in the flow state, you need to have a challenge which matches your ability. You don't want the challenge to be farther more stronger than your abilities. You will get depressed. You don't want the challenge to be less than your ability by long means, and then you will get bored. So these are the balance state, or the flow state, between your abilities and your challenges that you are doing, or you are aspiring to make or to pass. How do you know that you are in the flow state? So I give you one indication, which is, you're knowing that your abilities are matching your challenges. And the other thing is the loss of time sensation. You lose the track of time. By this I mean you suddenly realize that hours are passing by, and you don't know what time of the day it is. So by this you know that you are in flow state, which is a very good thing. Why flow state is good for you? Because of the normal hormonal state of being and the creativity itself is the most at a flow state. So the less psychic pain, the less attention to time and orientation to time, it will be very good for your meditation, for your ability to think across multiple disciplines, multiple ideas. So your creativity will soar high if you are in the flow state, because the limits are off the time. Does this make sense? What I mean by hormonal or psychic pain, I mean the brain state of waves that is in different state when you're meditating, which is deeper, less fluctuation, less activity when you are meditating. So this is the perfect time to be creative, to be at relaxed state, and to reach your upper levels of consciousness. And in contrary to the normal belief, when you are at flow state, you're consuming less energy, you're consuming less, you're utilizing less locations at your brain for doing your task. So you're using less energy, less let's say requirements of your being for doing your professional job or your professional duty, or you're like a pianist playing at the piano, or a surgeon doing his surgery, or a football player in his game. So whenever you are in a flow state, you're using less of your brain areas, which is relaxing to the brain itself. And the more training you do, the more easy you get into the flow state. The better you are at doing your thing, at your hobbies, at your job, the more easier you get into the flow state, the more challenges you overcome, and the more higher your abilities are matching your challenges. The requirement for flow state is simple. You need to be matching your abilities to the challenges. And by this I conclude the video. I hope you enjoy it and have a nice weekend.